Hi everyone, welcome to the live today. Thanks so much for joining me. If you are here live, I am outside and I don't have my laptop. I just have a GoPro, so I can't see the live chat, but you're welcome to talk amongst yourselves if you would like to do so. So if you're new here, I'm Leanna. I'm an intuitive energy worker, grid worker, and intuitive guide. And today you're here for live around the full moon, Imbolc, this threshold period that we're in, and it's also a 221 portal day. So it's February 2nd in a year 1. And I'm not going to explain as much of the myth as it's documented as much of the stories around this period that we're in. So Imbolc is the midpoint, the cross-quarter day between the December solstice and the March equinox. And this cross-quarter day is celebrated in different cultures. It's primarily known today through Gaelic and Celtic cultures, through Norse paganism, although maybe not as much today through neo-pagan traditions as it once was, as well as Christianity. And then there's other cultures as well, such as some Hindu cultures that celebrate this day around different goddesses and deities. And so I've already sort of tuned in, and if you've been with me before for these meditations, not for all my teachings, I want you to feel it instead of just hear it, instead of just listen to the stories and the tales. I want you to actually feel it through your body, through your own connection to the earth. And so I've already tapped in and set the intention for everything that I share about the characters, about the stories involved in this time period to be not from the mind, but from the heart. And honestly, I don't know a lot about the traditional myths anyways. So I can only share so much. And we're going to do a channeled earth song. Some of you know, some of you don't, that I've opened a new path of alchemical elemental embodiment through the planetary network. The return of the Sistra, which Sistra is plural for the instrument known in Egypt by several names, but the popular name or anglicized name is sistrum. And which I have here, which is a rattle known to be depicted and used through priestess lineages in temples of Hathor, temples of Bast or Bastet, and temples of Isis, and then moved around through Greece and other places as well. But Sistra has different resonance of sisterhood, of temple and timekeeping, of moving with the earth field, embodying it and awakening it into the field of becoming, which I've written about on my Substack. And I've placed the link for the website for the return of the Sistra in the chat, so you can check that out. Now, what's different for this is not part of my business. It's not part of my services to make money, or not the predominant way. So it is for the earth. It is for others to remember how to tend the earth and co-regulate with her, and to awaken the, what I call the cistern, so the reservoir, really the Earth's womb field, where it's holding memory and time and stillness that's been activated or supported by other types of grid work, to rise into the field of being and becoming. And if you've watched my other video about the Moonwalker's role in Matthias DeStefano's Alchemia journey, this is that path. And today I've opened, it's still under construction, a free school community to be a part of that. If you can't join the journeys, or even if you can join the community, like I said, it's still under construction, but it is newly live. There's a few things that I want to put in there at the start for y'all to get involved with and engage with. And that's also on the website. And that's all I'll say about that. And we'll return to today's journey on February 2nd, Imbolc. So today is, on the threshold, cross-quarter day, but it's also the new moon was yesterday here. I mean, not new moon, full moon was here yesterday. The solar Imbolc, or solar midpoint, is tomorrow. The lunar midpoint was a few days ago. And Imbolc is traditionally celebrated around now, February 1st, February 2nd. And I'm here outside sitting in the snow. And I'm going to tell you a bit why that's significant to me. So today in my hemisphere is the midpoint between the start of winter and the start of spring. And the little bit I will tell you is through ancient Norse mythology and tradition, this day is celebrated as a union day for two deities. Freyr, who, if you are familiar with Freyr is Freya's twin brother. He is a Vanir god. Vanir are traditionally more... So I see Norse mythology, the separation of a seer and Vanir, as a seer being knowledge and mind-led, solar-led, seeking of wisdom through the mind. And the Vanir being more body-led, being more in tune with the elements and nature. But because Vanir because Freyr is a Vanir deity, he is the deity of fertility, prosperity, but also of sunshine and rain, which go along with that. And being a Vanir and part of the world tree, which would be seen as part of heaven, part of the higher realms. So he's associated with light, but not just light. It's a little bit more of a receptive light, one that's not dominating, not burning. And he married an ice giant, a Jotun, Gerðr, who is known, her name means enclosure and represents the frozen earth, the earth mystery, the cycles of the earth. And their union represents a receptive, reciprocal returning of the union between earth and light, between heaven and earth. And so this day is seen as a thawing of Earth's field. It's where what has been seeded through the fall and the winter can slowly begin to journey through its becoming, its sprouting into the spring. And let me just see if there's anything else I need to tell you. So if you've never been here before for one of my soul songs or earth songs, I will say my voice is what it is. I enjoy it. I know some may not. That's okay. And how I do it is I'm connected to my body and I allow the song to move through me from the earth. I don't always know how it's going to sound, what the tone is, what the pitch is. I just allow it to be. And if you feel during this that you want to sound or move during this, please do that. And then I'll just get settled, and then I'll lead you to sort of center yourself as well. And we'll allow the song for winter's thawing, earth's thawing to come through, or any other messages that want to come through my higher self or higher wisdom. So go ahead and take a deep breath in through your root, through the base of your body, and the bottom of your pelvis, down to your legs. And as you breathe, connecting more deeply with your body, with your blood, with your bones. You're connecting with the warmth that is already present inside you. Just continue to breathe deeply. And as you breathe up through your spine into the middle of your back, feeling the light increasing and the warmth growing, your own inner fire being lit. And as this fire is lit and growing in your field, it moves up through your chest and your shoulders, radiating around you. This flame is not to dispel what is yours, but it is to surround you in your own light, your own inner flame, and the return of it that is held in your body and in your being. And as it moves up, surrounding your whole body, your whole being, it's releasing remnants of stagnation that are not yours anymore. A blanket of snow that has been felt as a fog, as a pressure, and as a tension begins to release. She mentioned the tales of the Norse, of the North. And while this is the best analogy for this period she's in, the earth field does not freeze in the way that it feels like in winter. It still moves. It still circulates beneath the surface. It gestates and digests. It incubates and heats from within. So while the surface appears still and frozen, beneath still flows. And it is the same for you. But this day, more than the tales of your myths, represents a time where you can return to yourself, to your soul, fully lit, fully received, fully held by the One. You've been mirrored, you've been seen, you've learned lessons. Now return those back to yourself whole. Receive the knowing, the wisdom that you've cultivated, and be it. But not on your own with all. So we'll sing the earth's song to where what she has been working on through the stillness of winter, through the incubation of winter, will begin to rise up to be seen and felt. And what is rising within your own field, within your own heart, your own being that wants to be received by you, to be created and formed, or to be moved with. Hamna, 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 hare, aloe, hamda, he, aloe, he, he, hamda, he, aloe, hamde, aloe, hamde, aloe, he, ale, amare, aloham. Esneano, 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 amge ato ale ate omare alo. Este alo, este alo, este alo que. Hamne ano e ale amare ale alamaroku e ande te alo e asta alo e Hamdeya hashayala hameyadaya lo ashtemo. Hey, 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 hey. Ando ene aloha. Ando que ale amare alohare atame. Aloe aroara hame ahe. Himene he aloha. Oro are mare aloha rohe. Mama he aloha re. Ando ete amakaroshta Amme he Anno he alo anno ha. Eloene he aloha hamake alo anno edera roe aramaro amme alo he loa alo, 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 anno alo, 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 arete alo, anno alo, alo. Hello, I am. Anno hello, amen. And take a deep breath in, down through your head, all the way down to your root, allowing what's yours, what's aligned to stay, allowing all of your energy to return, and allowing what's rested, what's digested, what's ready to rise again, begin to circulate and move through your being and your body into form. And that gentle flame that's around you begins to flow around your field, your whole aura, dispersing anything that's still in your field that's not meant for you. And returning back through the body, the being, aligning all of your energy centers and allowing your warmth to be felt in presence and belonging again. And that is the channeled earth song for today. If you close your eyes, you can open them if you haven't already done so. And again, if you would like to awaken your own ability to sort of listen or to allow the songs of the earth, the water, of the wind, of the elements to move through you, or you just feel called by the return of the Sistra Path, that link is there in the chat. You can join the Cistern Circle, and I hope to see you there. Thanks so much for joining.